Five became one last night as Girls Aloud went to the top of the singles chart. So they've got a reason to be happy, haven't they?
They're very excitable all of a sudden. Morning, girls.
Good morning. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you get to here? Do you get rung up by the record company? How does it come through to you?
It happens midweek, it's called. So you get like an indication midweek, and our midweek was the best one we've ever had. So it was pretty exciting.
You're quite far ahead in the midweeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of had a fair indication.
Yeah.
By that Wednesday, we were about 20,000 ahead of the person behind us. So.
All right.
She knows her figure. She's got it sorted.
I'm not complaining.
Just waiting for Sunday to come to see if you can hold it.
And you're going to perform that for us later. And you've got the album coming out, Out of Control.
Yes.
Which sounds a bit like your lives, really, isn't it?
Yeah. No, not at all. We're very controlled.
Are you?
Always. No, it's just an album. It's like, this is our 6th album that we've done, so you kind of run out of ideas of what singles are going to be called, what albums are going to be called, and this is just where we're like, right, okay, we'll go for that one, Out of Control. What more can you say?
We're writing it before the headline writes it for us. It's a good way to go. Now, what I love when you all come in is I love going through all the various reports that have been written about you, and basically all you ever do is go, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. That's not true. So let's start with this one. First of all, News World is really worried about you. Why are you so thin, Sarah?
I don't know. I just had 2 McDonald's breakfasts.
Oh, I love that plug. You've got yourself an endorsement there. So are you ill or anything, you know?
I'm not ill at all.
No, do you know what happened? Around the time of the tour, we all dropped a little bit of weight. But that, you know, intense dancing for 8 hours a day. I mean, no normal human being's not going to drop any weight, are they really?
I just think I've been quite
And we
lucky.
haven't had time to put it back on.
I think when you're happy, though, with your own, the way you're looking, you just want to kind of try and keep that up. And I mean, it's not like I don't eat anything. I eat like a horse. I'm just burning it off quite
And
well.
you're happy and you've got your man, you've been moving together.
I'm moving
So-
house as well. I've just got a place in the country, so
Oh,
I'm starting riding again soon.
Oh, you
That means there's got to be a family on the way, surely.
No,
surely.
no, I'll just get a dog. Getting some animals, that'll do for now.
Start off with the dog and then go from there. Now, what about you, Nicola? There was loads of stuff saying that you were really sad because people kept calling you ugly. Chris Moyles, I think, is the name that springs to mind. Is that true? Because you're gorgeous. Why would you think that?
No, do you know what it was? That whole thing, he just said some things and I said something back and then that was it. Like, I'd rather just leave it, you know, leave it as that. And I said what I said about it and that's it. It's done with now.
Yeah, OK. Well, they're always going to write stuff about you because you're so successful, aren't you? And what you are now one of the... Are you the most successful girl band of all time or one of the most successful?
In terms of top 10s, it's like we've had a lot of top 10s.
Yeah.
And apparently, I don't know, but apparently no other girl band has ever had that many top 10s.
It's the consecutive hits, isn't it?
People would say that we're the most successful. That's, you know, that's your own prerogative.
Yeah, why not?
I sleep a lot and I seconded it.
Yeah. And you are now a huge TV star, Cheryl. Do you like being?
And the X Factor.
Yeah.
I love the X Factor.
Do you?
Yeah.
Got a bit emotional
Scary.
Saturday night, though, didn't it? Louis in tears, for heaven's sake.
Louis!
Louis was in tears. I mean, you lot saw Louis in tears.
Bless him, though. It was nice to see that side of him, you know, because you never do.
About how hard you try to
Kimberly
make him
seems
weep.
to think that's quite... What's making you laugh, Kimberly?
Because Nadine had just seen that for the first time, so her face is making me laugh.
He got very upset.
He looks upset.
Are you enjoying it? Because it must be weird being the other side of the fence, if you like.
It's very intense, and I'm learning a lot that I didn't really know, and I'm appreciating our team so much more. Our management, our A&R, all of that. I know how hard it is to choose songs, to look after somebody, like to have somebody ringing you up, freaking out over what their hair's like, stuff like that. So I'm learning a lot more about it, that side of the fence.
It's great, actually, because I was reading your book, flicking through your book, this one here.
You look at the pictures, weren't you, Ben?
Which actually is there's some interesting stuff all the way through, but the idea, I think it was Love Machine, you all talked about how much you hated it. All of you, without a doubt, went in and saying how we can't do this, everyone's going to laugh at us.
Well, the lyrics were so obscure
Yeah.
as well, so we weren't
Let's
sure
go
how
Eskimo and all that.
It's like the whole track, like the melody.
Everything was just kind of weird.
And on the record company, the people at the A&R were going, trust us, it's going to be great. And now, I mean, look at it, it's one of the biggest hits you have.
And it ended up being a song that we really loved as well. Like, as soon as we did the video, it started to sort of fit into place. But when we first heard it, it was just like madness. But we love it now, so yeah.
It's got a very special place in my heart because I danced. You'll all remember this. I'm sure you will remember it. The quick step to it on Strictly Come Dancing. Yeah. It wasn't the only thing that was murdered that night. Your song, but there we go.
Yeah, it's kind of quick step or falling
Quick step,
over. No one can really tell.
Struggling,
Being
crawling
held around.
Step. Yeah. more the love machine gone wrong, really, wasn't it? Big spell in the words. OK, the girls are going to be performing The Promise for us a little bit later in about 50 minutes' time. So
it's great to see you all this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
See, we're all trying to work out where Gerald's got our dress from, and you don't know.
I was just having a look down Gerald's dress.
Okay.
It said George and Astor. What are you talking about? For heaven's sake. Look, hello. Look, the girls are in, so we're all very excited. Lovely to see you all. You're hanging in there. They've been in with us since about 2 o'clock this morning.
It feels like it, probably.
I don't know how you do it every
But
morning.
it's quite a feat for the 5 of you to come in though, because for us we get in and it's, as you can probably see, we sort of throw some clothes on, quick dusty and makeup, away you go. But you know.
Yeah, but they look like that.
I know.
Look like that.
I was including you in that as well. So we, okay.
Bit harsh.
No, but there's like an engine. There's a machine behind you all, isn't there? I mean, how? There is. How many people have you brought in with you this morning?
Do you know what
There are a
happens,
few.
right?
There are a
This
few
is like
today.
the earliest time we ever get called. It's like 4:30 or
4:30 in the
something. So
morning.
we've got 2 hair
That's
and
annoying.
makeup. So 2 makeup and 2 hair, so that we can get it done quicker. That's
Yeah.
why there's so many people.
Okay.
Very sensible.
It was 3:30.
But you get a line because you bring an extra hair and makeup. But then you've got a hair and makeup assistant. You've got stylists.
We've got one stylist.
Okay, you got stylists. Then you've got how many people in the record company?
Just one.
Just one. And security.
Manager.
Tour manager. So how many we're looking
What
at?
you're trying to say is
Basically,
we've got an
you've got an entourage.
Yeah.
Their assistants.
There's
There's about 10 people.
10 people. They travel en masse. That's what happens.
But it's all good fun, though.
Yeah, there's 5 of us, so that's 1 each.
Yeah.
Plus backup.
Plus
Understudy, in case someone goes sick.
just in case someone goes down in the
DA
field.
squad.
But
Squad.
look, it's a result of all this hard work that you're putting in that you're at #1 now, and you've got this new book that I was talking about earlier, and I just had to flick through. What was lovely about reading the book is those moments you're all talking about pop stars' arrivals, that first bit when you're all desperate to get in the band, and I'm intrigued because this is your 4th #1 now. Is it still as exciting?
It changes.
Yeah,
It
much more.
completely changes. At the start, when we were #1, it was for a month, and we were thinking, is this how it's supposed to feel? Is this what it's like to be #1? And then you can have all those years of knowing how hard it is and how hard you have to work on singles and all the work that everybody puts in. So now, 19 singles later, we're like, well done!
It actually means more because we've only had 4 out of 19. You know, 4 #1s out of 19 is not that many when you put it into perspective. So the fact that this is the first #1 of the 6th album is a great feeling.
Yeah, and of course you've done brilliant. I was just intrigued by your accent then, Dean, because it's swung across the Atlantic somewhat, hasn't it? It's gone sort of there's that very strong Irish with the American twang. No.
He's on the coffee.
But no. But it's have you noticed that? That's just Dean.
I think there's some similarities anyway already with American and Nadine's accent, so I think they've come out a little bit more.
Have you?
Well,
I've
if we want to
noticed
go
it
back,
in a few of the songs, the recordings.
the American accent actually started off in Ireland. So, if we're talking about that, they're copying me.
That's what it is.
All right.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I've noticed it
noticed
first
a
time.
bit of
Yeah. Obviously, the new album's coming out as well in next week.
Next month.
Next month, which is very exciting. Is it sort of post Chemistry, which was such a well-received album? You know,
Well, then we had the Tangled Up album.
Yeah. But in
the
terms of,
Greatest
but I was intrigued because I think that was one of the first album where music critics from all the really hardcore music press suddenly turned around and were giving it 5 out of 5 stars. You know,
I mean,
Absolutely amazing as well, wasn't it? Like,
for us, I think What Will the Neighbours Say, we felt like that with.
Right.
Because we toured that and stuff, we got the feedback
From the fans.
from What Will the Neighbours Say. And actually, on the album itself, had some great records that we would have liked to have released as singles. And then Chemistry was like, for us anyway, we thought, oh my God, we didn't know what to choose as a single. It was like, we loved them all. And then Tangled Up, obviously the Greatest Hits was, I hate calling it the Greatest Hits, the singles collection was a great feeling for us and a great tour for us. But this one, in fairness, collectively is our favourite album.
Yeah.
And it's great to start it off with a #1 hit, sort of launched it in a
That's
great
what I
way.
mean, it's amazing.
We were a little bit nervous, like, the Promise is, you know, like, we've never done that sound before. It was a totally new thing, and then for it to be so well received and going at #1, we were like,
Really good. It's really exciting.
But it's not, you know, it's not like. But interestingly, as you're setting off with this new album, it's not like your things are quieter for any of you because you're all still busy in your own right, and obviously, you know, X Factor's kicked off for you, Cheryl, and I know what it's like to do that. It's hardcore.
It is. It's really intense.
Like, honestly, like the four of us are so proud of her. Like when we came down to X Factor, we were performing.
Yeah.
And we were all just chilling, you know, having our hair and makeup done. And she was whizzing, oh, I've got to go there and I've got to do that. And we were like,
like
how are you doing this?
She's really
Like,
taking
how
it
are
with
you?
both.
Are you cracking the whip? They all have to vote for your acts each week. You better be voting, girls.
They want to. That's the nice thing. They want to. To be fair, I haven't got a hard job, have I? Let's face it. My three girls are just amazingly talented in their own right. It's not like I'm giving them talent or anything. I'm just trying to advise.
They're doing brilliantly, but are you prepared for that moment when one of them, because not all of them, only one can win?
No, I'm not thinking that way, Ben. We are going for an all-girl, one time ever, all-girl final.
All-girl final.
Yes.
Well, so you get all-girl final, but only one of them can win. So you're going to have to say.
Yeah, but at least they go 1, 2, 3. It's
That'd be a nice way of doing it.
It's hard to bear.
I think one of the things in the book as well that you talk about, you're very honest about your love lives as well, and you sort of the girls and the love, and you talk about who you're with and stuff. Was that quite a sort of, Nicola, was that quite a sort of an important part of the book for you as well, to talk about where you are?
Do you know, it's everyone's personal thing. Some people like to talk about things and some other people like don't. But it was difficult doing the book as well, because obviously we're talking about us, but like in our lives there's so many different people involved. So if you're talking about family, you're also talking about brothers, sisters. You know, you're not just talking about your life. You have to like thinking about, you know, what you're saying about their lives as well. So you have to be quite, you know, careful.
Was it quite cathartic as well in a way?
Do you know, it was
really
like
cathartic. Like having counselling. It was quite good.
You left the interview and you were like, I didn't even know I felt like that.
Do you know, it was weird actually. I've only read it back once, but reading it back as well was like, God, did I really open up that much? Like, did I really go there?
It's good to get it off your chest, like you said.
Perspectives of, I mean, obviously we talk about it, but when you read other people's take on that situation, you're like, oh, so that's how you felt at that time.
It also kind of set a lot of records straight about what people might think about us or what's happened in the past as well. So it's good to tell it from our point of view rather than
it was the producer screaming that if you stop talking, you won't be able to say.
So I'm lost.
We could chat.
Yeah, we could.
You keep talking. We'll just put the CD on.
The girls are going to be singing the #1 single for you very shortly as well. But thank you so much for coming in. I know you've got to jump on a plane very shortly as well, and you're all tired out.
Also, the Help for Heroes record.
The X Factor Help for Heroes record's coming out, isn't it, as well? So, but thank you for coming in. Best luck with the rest of the series as well.
Thank you.